Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of GWA Supercharged. I am Joe Davis. We're coming to you live from Seattle, Washington. Thank you so much for joining us. We had a huge night at High Tides last Sunday, and the action is going to continue here tonight. But first, it looks like we're going to be joined by the GWA General Manager, Miss Jean Wells.
Making her way to the ring from Aberdeen, Washington, Jean Wells.
Well, I have no idea what our General Manager, Jean Wells, is coming out here for, but I'm sure it's going to be another big announcement every time Jean Wells comes out here to address you, the fans. She's got groundbreaking announcements and things that change the landscape here in Global Wrestling Alliance. So we're going to send it down to the ring. Let's listen in. Oh, what is this now? The general manager talking about a new division, a women's tag team division, and now here comes Don Holmes with his new client, primetime Charles Thompson. Now what could they possibly want at a time like this? an irate Charles Thompson wanting a world title match tonight. Well, I can't tell you what is going to happen tonight. Derek Wright's going to take on Luther Isaac in singles competition. The new United States heavyweight champion, Owen Gerald Sexton, is going to step into the ring with the Fighting Irishman, Sergio Dondelinger. The women's world champion, Tammy Mullins, will go toe-to-toe with Jennifer Ramel a little bit later on tonight. And we do have a main event already scheduled, and it's going to be Sheik Amir taking on Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell. But first, in our opening bout, we are going to have Justin Reed, the Lightning Kid, taking on the Russian Gladiator, Aleksander Sokolov. So we're going to send it down to the ring. Let's get the action underway.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Eugene, Oregon. Weighing in at 168 pounds, Justin Reed.
The youngster, Justin Reed, had been making waves since his return at WrestleFest, beginning to slip again a little bit here as of late. And he's got a tall task in front of him here tonight, boy howdy, as he's got to face off with the Russian Gladiator, Aleksander Sokolov.
And his opponent, accompanied by Maria Sokolov from St. Petersburg, Russia, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Russian Gladiator, Aleksander Sokolov.
The Russian Gladiator, Aleksander Sokolov, with his wife Maria Sokolov. He is set for one-on-one action in our opening contest here tonight on Supercharged. We do want to inform you on just one quick thing here, however, as we're getting ready to get this matchup underway. We had mentioned at High Tides last Sunday that the Van Divers stormed out of the building angry about something. It was more so Chris Van Diver, but they stormed out of the building nonetheless. We understand that part of the reason may have been the fact that they were not scheduled to be on the show. And Chris, ever the competitor, wanted to compete that night, and when he was told that he would not be competing at the event, he was not happy, and we understand that that may just be one of several things for the reason for the Van Divers to leave. Only one this time on that cover for Aleksander Sokolov. If we do get any other information regarding Chris and Lilith, the Van Divers, we will be sure to bring it to you. Swinging neckbreaker by Aleksander Sokolov. He is definitely in control at the time being. Double stomp right into the girts and a kick to the upper chest. Another cover. 1, 2. Not this time. Justin Reed able to kick out of that cover. He's going to have to mount some offense. He's going to have to do it soon, because I feel like every time he kicks out, the only thing he's doing is making the Russian Gladiator even more angry. In the corner now, and a back elbow. Make that a double. Right to the side of the head of the Lightning Kid, Justin Reed. Now grapevining the head and neck and driving the elbows right into the top of the head. And another cover. 1, 2, and still only a 2 count for Aleksander Sokolov. Sokolov now. Wait, Reed picks the leg, gets the dragon screw, and here comes Justin Reed. How many times have we talked about this kid when you thought he was down and out, and he just keeps coming back? Stiff kick, but Sokolov just shrugs it off. Scoop by Sokolov. And reversal into a DDT by Justin Reed. And Reed now going on the offense. Wrestles him down with a single leg takedown. And Justin Reed is feeling it. Never, ever count out the Lightning Kid, Justin Reed. Reed with a headbutt. And a big chop. Sokolov down on the canvas and in real trouble here. Here's a cover. One. Sokolov grabs the bottom rope, causing the rope break. Sokolov, his ring awareness. Oh, he went for the super kick, missed it. Sokolov able to dodge, and now Sokolov with the twisted Russian suplex. Sokolov, just like that, regains control, and Reed is on Dream Street. Sokolov, and now with the elevated triangle choke, center of the ring, Justin Reed, he's got nowhere to go, and he's already passed out. Sokolov, let go of the hold. Aleksander Sokolov with the elevated triangle choke. Justin Reed had nowhere to go and nearly immediately passes out. A big victory for Sokolov.
Here is your winner, the Russian Gladiator, Aleksander Sokolov.
Aleksander Sokolov with a victory in our opening bout here tonight on GWA Supercharged. Still a very dangerous man. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Jennifer Ramel set to square off and go toe-to-toe with the GWA Women's World Champion, Wild Thing Tammy Mullins.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Kent, Washington, Jennifer Ramel.
Jennifer Ramel on her way down to the ring to take on the top of the food chain here in GWA, the Women's World Champion. I don't have all of my records right in front of me, but I still can't think that if Miss Ramel has even scored a victory so far here in GWA. But what a victory it would be if she could topple the Women's World Champion here tonight on Supercharged. A big, big opportunity here for Jennifer Ramel. Well, here is the biggest and baddest in the land. Wild Thing Tammy Mullins successfully defended the GWA Women's World Championship last Sunday at High Tides against the superstar Hallie Nolan. So her Women's World Championship reign continues. Ramel as ready as she'll ever be. Tammy Mullins ready to go. The bell sounds and we are underway. Lock up center of the ring. Neither one of these ladies getting an advantage at that time. Mullins now hooks her up with the power bomb. One. Only a one this time, but Already a high impact maneuver by Tammy Mullins to start things off. And look at this, the deadlift into the gut wrench suplex. Ramel in all kinds of trouble in the early going. Mullins now with another cover. 1, 2, and Ramel gets the shoulder up. Tammy Mullins looking to put on a clinic right here tonight to prove to the rest of the women's locker room that she is at the top of the food chain. She is the measuring stick, if you will. And what an announcement by Jean Wells earlier tonight, announcing that she is working on creating a new division here in GWA, a women's tag team division. And sounds like she's looking to recruit more women here to GWA to build up the tag team ranks. And even though that is specifically for the tag team ranks, if new women are coming into GWA, you got to believe that a couple of them are going to want to challenge Tammy Mullins for that Women's World Championship. And look at Mullins go! Tammy Mullins now with the right hands right in the face of Jennifer Ramel. I don't wholeheartedly agree with that. Needs to keep the hands open. But in control at this time nonetheless. Head first into the turnbuckle goes Ramel. Turns her around and Ramel with the back elbow hits her right on the jaw. And now a couple of elbows into the breadbasket. Mullins sends her for the ride against the ropes, and they collide. A shoulder block. Mullins went for something there. Ramel able to sideswipe it. What a shot by Jennifer Ramel. And Mullins comes back up swinging, and there's that roundhouse kick. Caught her flush right on the chin. Drops the knee, but no one home. Ramel with a knee of her own, and now look at Ramel go. Several strikes by Jennifer Ramel, and Tammy Mullins. Tammy Mullins now regains control, it looks like, but she was staggering for a moment, and look at this strength by Wild Thing. Are you kidding me? And with one arm, the standing, stalling suplex. 1, 2, and no. 2 count for the Women's World Champion. Now Mullins going back to using the fists. Tammy Mullins, standing moonsault, but no water in the pool. Ramel hooks her up, sends her for the ride, into the corner. Kick, block, turns it around. Does Mullins. Mullins now with several knee strikes. Viciously done. And Mullins with a full head of steam. The knee right in the face. Tammy Mullins in the driver's seat. Kick to the gut. And turns it around into the face buster. Looked like she was going to go for a neck breaker. And now Tammy Mullins has Jennifer Ramel in the crosshairs. There's the headbutt. Pulls her up into the overdrive. 1, 2, 3. And a victory for the Women's World Champion, Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins. And here's how she done it. The overdrive, the cover, and the victory.
Here is your winner, Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins.
A victory here tonight on Supercharged for Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins, the GWA Women's World Champion. Wait, what? Why does this keep happening? I don't understand. Wait. What is that? What the hell's happening here? Well, we have our camera back. There's music playing here. What in the world is this? This is Kaeva. Kaeva has returned, but what has happened to Kaeva? What the hell is going on here? Kaeva coming down here. Just something in her hand. She's got a skull that's smoking. This strange individual, Kaeva, has returned to Global Wrestling Alliance. But what has gotten into Kaeva now? This is creepy. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We got something going on backstage. Let's send the camera back there. A little bit of dissension within the Holmestead, it appears. Coming up next, the new United States Heavyweight Champion, Owen Gerald Sexton, takes on the Fighting Irishman, Sergio Dondelinger.
Weighing in at 266 pounds, the Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Champion, Owen Gerald Sexton.
Owen Gerald Sexton with a victory over primetime Charles Thompson last Sunday at High Tides. He has claimed the United States Heavyweight Championship for himself. So there is a new champion on top of the United States Heavyweight Division. But here comes his opponent for the night.
And his opponent from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 275 pounds. Sergio Dondelinger.
The Fighting Irishman, Sergio Dondelinger, on his way to the ring to do battle with the new United States Heavyweight Champion. And Dondelinger has an interesting opportunity. A victory here tonight over the United States Heavyweight Champion should put him right back towards the top of the list in contention to regain that United States Heavyweight title. You got to believe that Dondelinger would love to get that right back around his waist. So here we go. Owen Gerald Sexton, Sergio Dondelinger. The bell sounds and we're underway. Lock up center of the ring. Forearm shot by Sexton. Lock up again. And now Dondelinger with a couple of strikes. And here comes Sexton back. Another forearm shot. European uppercut of sorts. With a right hand. Another shot by Sexton. Lock up, and neither man able to get a true advantage up to this point. Here's a scoop and a backbreaker by the Fighting Irishman. Dondelinger taking a little too long, a mistake on the part of Sergio Dondelinger. Went for the drop kick, did Sexton. Dondelinger swipes him away, hooks him up, suplex by Dondelinger. Dondelinger now went to lock in a submission hold, but the feet underneath the bottom ropes, the official not going to allow that. Block and a shot by Sexton. Sergio sent for the ride. The official is in the way. Drop kick to the back, but Dondelinger shrugs it off. But back and forth action between these two. Dondelinger over the top rope. He holds on, and Sexton with a shoulder block sends Dondelinger nearly into the front row to the outside. The official will begin his count. And like a true competitor, Sexton is going to send him right back into the ring and go for the cover. Not even a one. Dondelinger, he's the Fighting Irishman for a reason. He's got a lot left in the tank. Standing drop kick by Sexton. It's going to be interesting to see how well Owen Gerald Sexton does with that United States Heavyweight Championship now that he has won it. Sexton is still undefeated here in Global Wrestling Alliance. An amazing feat, if I do say so myself. At this point, undefeated and the United States Heavyweight Champion. I got to believe that there's going to be several competitors that are going to be gunning for Mr. Sexton here in the very near future. Look at this splash off the middle rope cover. This could do it right here. 1, 2. A long 2 count that time for Owen Gerald Sexton. Dondelinger's feeling it right now. Kick to the top of the head, and Dondelinger, I think, don't count Dondelinger out. A couple of shots here by Sexton, and no man able to gain the advantage. This time, Dondelinger's going to send him for the ride into the corner, and look at that shot, right into the girt. Now, Dondelinger pulls him up and turns him over into the tree of woe. And the boot right up underneath the chin, right into the throat. Dondelinger went for the battering ram, didn't connect. Sexton went for a drop kick. I don't think he hit it. Pile driver by Sergio Dondelinger. What a big move for Dondelinger. He needed that, and he needed that badly. Sergio Dondelinger is right back in this thing. Dondelinger just pounding away at Sexton. Sexton taking a lot of punishment here in the last few moments. Back into the corner. Several more blows by Dondelinger, but here's the kick. Sexton fighting out of the corner into the top wrist lock, and now Dondelinger with the right hand buries him into the girts. Sexton now, and Sexton hooks the leg and turns him over into the modified Boston Crab, and because of the positioning, look at the torque, and Dondelinger has to tap out. He had no other choice. And a huge victory for Owen Gerald Sexton. Look at this. Because he can bend over forwards, the torque on that submission hold. And Dondelinger had to tap out tonight.
Here is your winner, Owen Gerald Sexton.
Well, Sexton continues his winning ways here in Global Wrestling Alliance. Whoa, wait a second. Well, here is the #1 contender for the United States Heavyweight Championship. This is Gavin Briggs. He won a #1 contenders match last Sunday at High Tides. Looks like he's got something to say to the new champion. Well, Gavin Briggs letting Sexton know that he is his next challenger. Well, coming up next, one-on-one action as Derek Wright is set to face off with one half of the Pitbulls, Luther Isaac.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing High Energy from Salem, Oregon, weighing in at 217 pounds, one half of the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions, Derek Wright.
Well, what a surprise this is. Derek Wright coming out here all alone. Not only is Willie Jones not with him, but the manager, Don Holmes, not with him either. Derek Wright out here all alone. Said that there's, looks like to be some dissension within the Homestead. This
And his
proves it.
opponent, representing the Pitbulls from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 275 pounds, Pitbull Luther Isaac.
Well, Luther Isaac coming down here solo as well. Mahler, his older brother, not with him. So it looks like we are truly going to get a one-on-one situation here. Well, that's just fine and dandy with me. Too many times either partners or managers get involved and affects the outcome of these competitions. So the Pitbulls, the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles, won that right by defeating the Eliminators last Sunday night. And here we go. We are set for action. The bell sounds. And wait a second. And there's Willie Jones. Gotta believe that Derek Wright is so thankful now that at least his partner hasn't left him high and dry here. Luther hooks him up into the snap suplex. A quick 1 count out of that. I gotta believe that Derek Wright, his mindset isn't exactly where it needs to be, knowing that his former partner and former best friend Charles Thompson is apparently part of the Homestead here in GWA, and I know he can't be happy about that. That's got to be in the back of his mind. And I'm wondering just how much that's going to affect him here in this matchup. Luther with a forearm shot nearly takes Derek Wright's head off. And Wright now trying to battle back. And hooks up Luther Isaac. A knee strike, it looked like there, right to the face. And Luther now gets a kick to the girts. And sent for the ride. Up and over the top and to the floor. Well, now that Willie Jones has come out here, perhaps Mahler should have came out here as well to try to keep things even. But either way, Luther and Derek on the outside of the ring, and Derek just got his face introduced to the guardrail. The official up to 4. And Luther's going to send Derek right back into the ring. Drops the knee into the small of the back. And look at this, deadlift into the gut wrench. Power bomb, are you kidding? 1. And only a 1 for Luther Isaac. Well, so far, most of this match has been all Luther Isaac. He's been in control more so than not. Derek Wright now gets introduced to the turnbuckle and sent across the ring and with authority. Luther Isaac punishing Derek Wright at this point in the match. And it looked like Willie Jones was trying to cause a distraction. Luther wouldn't have it. Fall away slam by Pitbull Luther Isaac. 1, 2, not this time. Derek Wright gets the shoulder up, and this match will continue. What a shot! Now that was ugly. That was an ugly shot by Luther Isaac. Derek Wright may very well need dental work following that one. Look at this. Power bomb with force by Luther Isaac. Somehow Derek Wright still making his way to his feet against the ropes. Shoulder block. Both men will stagger. Clothesline by Luther Isaac. Just stomping away. And Willie Jones now throws a steel chair into the ring. It got the attention of Luther Isaac. But Isaac turns right back to Derek Wright, and Wright rolls away, trying to gain some distance. Short arm clothesline. Luther Isaac will not be deterred. And the downward spiral, just like that. 1, 2, and Derek Wright nearly steals this match away in the blink of an eye with the downward spiral. A leg drop, and Derek Wright all of a sudden has gotten back into this thing. And look at him just stomp away at Luther Isaac. Derek Wright with the European uppercut. And now Wright sets him up. Goes for the over-the-top neck breaker. Couldn't hit it. And Willie Jones right up on the apron. Derek Wright going to use that distraction to his advantage. The official gets rid of the chair. Down face first into the top turnbuckle goes Luther Isaac. Derek Wright now battling back. Give the assist to Willie Jones. What a battle this has been between these two. Down with the knee drop. Derek Wright hooks him up. Bulldog to the pit bull. Down with a knee drop right on the bridge of the nose. Derek Wright now has a commanding lead. A commanding advantage. And look at this submission. He could rip a hamstring, some tendons. Luther Isaac able to roll through. Win for the clothesline, blocked by Wright. Derek Wright, DDT! And the DDT! Derek Wright now pulling Luther away from the ropes. 1, 2, 3. No, not a 3. The official says 2, but it was ever so close. Isaac now to the outside. Derek went to follow him. And an elbow by Luther Isaac right in the face. Right back to the barricade. And head first into the guardrail yet again. Luther Isaac and Derek Wright have, this is a war between these two. Derek Wright went to the steps, and now Luther Isaac, after Willie Jones sends him into the guardrail. Look at this, slams him back first to the top of the guardrail. Luther Isaac now having to fight off both members of High Energy. Luther Isaac back into the ring. Derek Wright makes his way back in. They lock up, sent for the ride. Shoulder block, nothing doing. Right hand to the Gertz. Short arm clothesline. Luther Isaac now back in control of this match. Up on the shoulder. Power slam by Luther Isaac. Luther now had him by the back of the neck, but Derek with some well-placed elbows. Derek now wrenches the arm. Kick to the Gertz by Luther. These two going back and forth and back and forth. Power bomb by Luther Isaac. And it looks like, it's hard to tell, but I think Derek Wright's been opened up somewhere. Now Luther gonna bring him out of the corner. Sends him for the ride. And what a shoulder tackle by Luther Isaac. Derek Wright, I think he's out. I think he's been knocked out. Luther Isaac setting him up. He's got him right where he wants him. Went for the spear, but got a knee right to the temple. 1, 2, no. What a match between these two. Luther Isaac got caught coming in with the spear. And look at this. What a shot by Luther Isaac. Derek Wright took too long, and Luther Isaac capitalized. Isaac stomping away, just pouring on the punishment. Now Luther Isaac in the face of Willie Jones, taking his eyes off of his opponent. Derek Wright getting a moment to recover. Derek Wright is going to take advantage of it. There's a clothesline. And another knockdown by Derek Wright. Catches the leg, sweeps the other. I think Luther Isaac is bleeding as well. These two have been in one hell of a battle here tonight. This may be one of the best matches on Supercharged I've seen in a while. 1, 2, and still only a 2 count for Derek Wright. Luther Isaac took his eye off of his opponent for just a moment too long. Derek Wright has taken advantage. He's got him in his sights. Over the top neck breaker. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And Derek Wright somehow pulls off the victory. Again, Luther Isaac made the mistake of taking his eyes off his opponent to get in the face of Willie Jones, and it cost him, and it cost him big time.
Here is your winner, Derek Wright.
Well, this may be a message to Don Holmes that he needs to focus on the World Tag Team Champions. Speaking of Don Holmes, I think one of our cameras have caught up with him backstage. Oh, harsh words by Charles Thompson. What the hell is his problem? Ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time. Sheik Amir to take on the world's heavyweight champion, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. making his way to the ring from Tehran, Iran, weighing in at 296 pounds, Sheikh Amir.
A very dangerous man, Sheikh Amir, set for one-on-one action here in our main event on Supercharged. Don Holmes certainly has his hands full, doesn't he? He's made Derek Wright angry. He hasn't been able to get Charles Thompson what he promised him, what he wanted. Thompson, however, apparently doesn't realize that some things take time, and, you know, perhaps you could just earn your shot. But either way, Don Holmes has got himself in quite the predicament. Sheikh Amir in the ring and ready for battle with the heavyweight champion of the world, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell. And now waiting for the world's champion.
And his opponent from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 238 pounds, the Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell. Yeah!
The world's heavyweight champion, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell. Another champion who was successful in defending his championship last Sunday at High Tides, and his victory was very impressive. He defeated Mr. Amazing Ray Snyder 2-0 in that heavyweight championship bout. So Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell with a wealth of momentum heading into this singles matchup against Sheikh Amir right here tonight. Sheikh Amir, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell. The official's ready, he rings the bell, and we're underway. Amir shoves Caldwell away. Caldwell answers back with one hell of a chop. Serves up another one. Make that a trifecta. Caldwell picks the leg and rips at the hamstring. Caldwell, the master mat technician, going for the leg already. Drops the heavy elbow right into the sternum. Amir kicks him away. Now a chop of his own. Amir trying to come back. Caldwell with the elbows perfectly placed. Caldwell picks the leg and goes for it again. This is one of the many reasons why Arthur Caldwell is the best in the business. He comes into the ring every single night with a game plan, and he executes it flawlessly. Damaging the leg, working on it, weakening it to set up for the inverted figure four. Goes for a cover here. One. Only a one this time for Arthur Caldwell. Caldwell now going back to the legs. Kicked away by Sheikh Amir. Amir now hooks him up on the shoulders. And down face first into the top turnbuckle. And that is going to rock the champion. And look at these stomps into the lower abdomen. That might be a little bit lower than that. The official did not disqualify, however. Here's a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Caldwell. Looked to me that the foot was underneath the bottom rope, but be that as it may, I am not an official. What a shot by Sheikh Amir. Plants the sole of his boot right into his face. And another stiff kick to the spine. Sheikh Amir now in control. At this time, Arthur Caldwell in all kinds of trouble. Amir really pouring it on here. Looking for sweet victory. Amir now waist locks him, and with a half-dragon suplex, here's the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Caldwell. Sheik Amir on fire right now. And wrenching the arm into the hammerlock. Elbow by the champion. And Caldwell right back to the leg. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about that game plan? He never loses focus of his goal. And there's the knee drop right into the back of the head. Oh, the disrespect by Caldwell. He's not usually a disrespectful person, but we know the history between him and Amir. Locks on the inverted figure 4. The torque, the pain, and it's too much for Sheik Amir. The world champion, Arthur Caldwell, victorious. A devastating submission hold, that inverted figure 4, and victory tonight for Arthur Caldwell.
Here is your winner, pretty boy, Arthur Caldwell.
Whoa, wait a minute. There's Charles Thompson, and he is assaulting the world's champion from behind. A sneak attack, and Ashley Price needs to get the hell out of there. We need some that official needs to get back in there. Charles Thompson, but please, Ashley, please get out of there. And now an official comes in, and he doesn't want any part of it either. Charles Thompson assaulting the world's heavyweight champion, and he's just standing in front of him, just mocking him. I don't know if he was talking trash or what he was doing. Where the hell's the security? Is this what he meant? Is this what Thompson meant? Charles Thompson assaulting the world's champion. Is this what he meant by taking things into his own hands? That he was going to do it himself? Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. Tune in next week for another edition of GWA Supercharged.